But yeah, some of these I've been watching the World Cup. Obviously we were very interested in it. But some of the commentators have been appalling on the UK television. Jermaine Genius last night with the Argentina, Nigeria. God, I thought he wanted to have sex with Messi at one point. He just he just talked about Messi the whole time. The worst one though was Trevor Francis actually. In sorry, just do this. The England game when England won 6-1 against Panama. I've never known somebody so negative after a team's won 6-1. Yeah, there's problems in certain areas of every team, but he was like so miserable, and he just went on and on about all the deficiencies. This has been the problem with England for as long as I can remember. My memory goes back to 1970 when I was 4 or 5 years of age when England lost to West Germany. And it's always picking fault. You play to the strengths that you've got. You don't worry what you haven't got. A great manager like Brian Clough, he always looked at what the players could do and what the team could do and played to the strengths of that, not what the deficiencies are. Every team's got a deficiency. It's going to happen. So I just don't understand it. He goes on about we've not got the quality in the midfield that we used to have Beckham and Scholes and all that. They won nothing. They won absolutely nothing. And in 2010 and in 2008 they didn't even qualify. 2006, 2004 European Championships. I watched those games. They were appalling. Some of the performances were awful. They never got beyond the quarterfinal in any tournament, and were much worse sometimes. They didn't even qualify sometimes. So I don't think that's a good benchmark to have. And all this about, well, this team will be ready in 4 years' time. No other country does that. You can't do that. Saying you'll be ready in 4 years' time with this young team, it's going to be better. It's just a cop out for the FA and everyone else to put it in the future. It's absolute horseshit. You go to a tournament, you make the best of the squad you've got. You don't worry about injuries. You don't take injured players, and you do your very best in that tournament. That's what the Germans have always done. That's what the Brazilians, Argentina, every country that's ever won, France, Italy, when they've won major tournaments, they've all done that. They play as a team. They don't worry about this star player like that. The Germans are classic for it. They don't worry about certain star players. If 10 people are injured, they put another 10 in and they still do as well in the World Cup. Team game, they recognise that. They drop star players sometimes if it doesn't fit into the system they want to play. And you just go to the World Cup. England has won 2 games, fair enough, against weak opposition, but they've scored goals. And just let them get on with it. You do what you've got now. If you ain't got the strength in midfield, you play it up to forward players quicker, and you avoid that. And you play your strengths with the 3 centre-halves and so on. You play your strongest areas, which is fair to Southgate. That's what he's doing. I don't know where we'll get in this World Cup. I'm hoping we get a little bit far a decent way, but we'll see. But you can't just keep saying in 4 years' time, in 4 years' time. You've got to do it now. Forget 4 years' time. I've heard that since 1970. Since 1970, I've heard that. And it just went to, you don't know. 4 years' time, people are injured, people are off form, people get dropped, people get too old, people lose confidence. Players come through they're not as good as you think, or certain players you think are going to come through don't. You look at the '90 World Cup, we got to the semi-final. The next World Cup, we didn't even qualify. The European Championship in 2 years' time, we were awful because we had loads of injuries and players had lost form and so on. The manager didn't get it right. You do it for now. So let's just get on with it. But yeah, that Trevor Francis, what a miserable bastard he is.